A BMX bike to me is a tool to see the world, you know, like as far as this city is concerned, I can ride a spot, I can ride a skate park, I can ride an alley, I can cover ground, I see people, I meet people, I see people from all different walks of life, different demographics, go to different communities, I can grab a coffee here, and it's just a way to fully engross yourself in the community in which you're living. And then from a travel aspect, it's just a great excuse to go places and see new things. Like, been all over the world, rode around cities I never would have gone to other than to just like ride and try and, you know, hit spots and things, but there's so much more culture attached to it than just that. I moved to this city 3 years ago from overseas, and there wasn't anywhere kind of in the downtown area that anyone could like get the stuff you needed to like ride a BMX bike. So after a while and after a decision to stay here, it was kind of like, if no one else is gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, you know? And like, it was more, I needed it for me, and I could see that the city needed it, so I decided to open this store. The whole thing is completely community-based, even from the theme of the shop down to like the products we carry. Like, we support BMX brands that support riders in the local community first. So like, if I choose to bring a bike in, the first thing that would make me want to support that brand is that they actually like would sponsor riders in this area and give back to Vancouver, so that when kids come and buy the product, they can know that like some of that money at least is going back into supporting the local scene. And the main aspect is not every kid has access to their parents' credit card or a lift or can drive out of town to get parts. So people without cars, local people, people who live downtown can get here or via the SkyTrain and access parts without having to like wait for mail orders or travel a long distance to do that. In a world of online shopping and where no one can compete with the prices that are listed online and ordering from the States or wherever, I think when people come in and they see a $500 frame given space on a wall and not just like dusty kind of thrown out there with a bunch of other stuff, they actually like can see it, look at it and be like, now I understand why this costs this amount of money. If you present things in the right way, then people don't feel like they're being ripped off. And I really wanted people to come in and be like, I'm proud to like buy this and put this on my bike. And you know, I feel like bike shops miss that sometimes. They're always kind of like dirty, grungy areas with like crap everywhere. And I just think, why is anyone going to want to get into BMX, you know, when they can walk up the street to a cool skate shop, you know? Like, people come in here just off the street and go, oh, this is cool, I want to check it out. But they don't even know it's a bike store, but they want to have a look, you know? And I think that's important to attract people into BMX. You know, and most stores would be our bike shop or a sporting store and would just have a BMX section, but it's really important for me to just have a BMX only store, to just project that that could be a viable business. All kinds of people shop here. Like, we're lucky that like our core business is based on core BMX riders, you know, like aftermarket parts, people that already know what they want and they know they come here because they get the best stuff. You know, I like to pride ourselves, we have the best quality parts and components in here. Like, you know, this isn't a clearance store which is full of like budget crap. But then at the same time, you know, we have young kids, parents that want advice. Everyone comes in here, even just like local people that got a BMX off Craigslist and just need an inner tube or some new tires or a bit of advice. You know, we get all people, and that's the beauty of being the only BMX specific store in Vancouver, is like we're here to service the whole community. You know, we fix bikes. I mean, it's not, I try and encourage again through the community project is to like loan tools. If people want to come in here and know how to do it and fix their bike, I'm happy to lend them tools and not charge them. And I'm also happy to like show kids how to do it for free. But what I'm not prepared to do is, obviously, if people don't want to learn, then, you know, we'll charge them to fix their bikes. But I'm all for like the next generation learning how to fix their own bikes so they don't have to pay people like me to do it for them. I hope for an educated demographic of young BMXers that understand the ethics, the history, and also they understand more about where they want to put their money. Again, which is through the education of when they come in and purchase a product here, we can say the reason why it's good you're supporting this brand is not only you shopping locally at a store run by BMXers, fully involved in the community, but you're also buying these products, and this is why you should buy this, and it goes back in. And then that's how BMX will grow, because it'll keep the money in the right brands and the right people, and not all go spilling out into kind of corporations and the wrong side of things. And then that's how it will grow and stay strong. Not really any other serious hobbies, no. I mean, the good thing about riding bikes is it's such a creative aspect with it, and having a business like this as well, so you can be working on kind of, say, new clothing, like graphic design, logos, filming videos. I mean, I film BMX videos as well, so that involves, kind of camera work in a kind of fast-paced environment, editing, chopping things to music, and then just, it's a big artistic community that's tagged on to just the fact of like riding a BMX bike. And now with having a shop, it's also kind of a business, so I'm completely engrossed in it like 24/7. I wouldn't change it for the world, man. It's hard work, but like you can see where you're going and you can see what's happening with it, and it's like worth every minute, Hopefully just servicing the community, I don't have massive plans to like take over the world or anything crazy like that. I'd just be happy to like have a nice place to come and like put my energy into, and it'd just be supporting the riders that are already here, but also promoting BMX to the next generation of young people in Vancouver, like as long as it can sustain itself and keep its community ethic, I'll be happy,